All right, Matt the Mortgage Guy here. You landed on this video because you have the question, should I buy right now? Should I wait for some foreclosure crash and some market crash where I can get stuff on sale? Should I buy as soon as possible while rates are still low? Should I wait a year or two? Are things going to get better? Is the housing market continue to go up? Are rates going to go up? What's happening? What should I do? I don't know who to listen to. My uncle, my best friend, my cousin, they're all telling me different things. I'm going to attempt to give you some unbiased advice. And first off, I'll say this disclaimer. Whenever a mortgage person or a real estate person makes a video talking about the housing market, the antenna goes up and people think to themselves, this guy gets paid a commission when somebody closes a loan. Of course he's going to say good things about the housing market. Of course he's going to talk about what a good investment real estate is. And I'm here to tell you, I attempt to do my best to talk about the pros, the cons. There are some people that should be buying, there's some people that shouldn't. I'm going to highlight it in this video, and I hope that those who have listened to other videos on my channel understand that I'm trying to give advice that has nothing to do with how much I'm getting paid. The honest truth is that the people that receive these videos all over the United States, I can't do business with 49 out of 50 of them because I'm only doing business in California. But enough about me, more about you. I'm going to first list some things on the people that should be buying and the people that shouldn't be buying. And we'll start there. You should be buying if you've got a 5-year plus time horizon, meaning I'm moving into this neighborhood, my kids are going to go to school in this neighborhood, I plan to stay here for at least 5 years. If not, you're going to be over here in the should not. 5-year or less time horizon. Now, sure, there's some caveats. There's some people that are saying, well, Matt, in 3 years, I'm going to turn this into investment property and I'm going to move to this different part of town, but I want to buy this house as my first investment property and move in 3 years. You're telling me I shouldn't? I'm not saying that. This is just general stuff. If you've got a longer time horizon in real estate, then that's going to be on the should side, right? Stable income. This one's important right now. In 2020, so many people saw that complete industries were shut down. Complete industries were changed with how they work. Some people got moved to working from home. Some people lost their jobs. Some people got their hours cut. Whatever it is, if you have any sort of uncertainty with your job, I personally don't think it's a good time for you to buy. Have some stability in the job first. So job uncertainties on the should not. If you've got a down payment plus reserves, and then on this side for should not, it's barely enough for a down payment. And I'll explain to you the two different folks I talked to. The one who has $130,000 in liquid funds. They're going to put 5 or 10% down. They're going to have 6 to 12 months of reserves still in the bank. They're in a really comfortable position where they're not going to be stressed if the hot water heater breaks or 3 years from now the roof needs to be replaced. I don't want you to scrape together your last $13,000, $15,000, $17,000, $21,000, barely have enough for down payment, and then have unexpected things come up. My goal with anybody that I'm working with is I want this to be the American dream. I don't want this to be a nightmare. I don't want you to look back and be like, real estate agent so-and-so, mortgage guy so-and-so got me into this house. It's been an absolute nightmare. So avoid that by being in a really stable place. It doesn't mean that you need $100,000 in the bank, but at least have enough for a down payment plus closing costs. To be completely honest, if you don't have those things, you're not getting seller concessions in this market. Maybe in the future, but at least not now. And then have a few months of reserves because you just never know what's going to happen. And as rosy as people want to paint home ownership, things go wrong, things break, and that's on you. Lastly, comfortable payment. I think this goes without saying, and this is not just in this market, this is in any market. You want to look at your budget, and before you get goo-goo over the marble countertops and the pool in the backyard and how much you love a new house, make sure that you understand the financing aspect of it really well. And if you've been paying $1,700 in rent for the last 8 years and you guys don't save much above and beyond that, don't think that getting into a $2,700 a month mortgage payment, you're going to be able to make it, because you've kind of already seen the track record where I've got a $1,700 payment and I barely have 2 nickels to rub together at the end of the month. Don't have that payment shock. Get into a payment that you know is comfortable. And with that example, the caveat is that there's tax write-offs and stuff, so a higher mortgage payment translates to paying less in taxes and whatnot. So you can go from 17 to 2,000 or 17 to 2,200 and not feel much of a difference, but don't have it double, right? And so on this side is that your budget is maxed. And that's somebody who, I talk to people every day. I talked to somebody today who decided, in California, my market, it's different, right? And they just said, hey, I'm going to buy a mobile home. I do not want to be house poor. As much as I want a house, if I bought something for $500,000 with the down payment I have saved, it's just going to cause me stress. I can't travel. I can't do the things I like. I agree with that. And I agree with not buying at all costs and not just jumping into home ownership because, you feel like you have to or need to or whatnot. If it's going to be stressful, if it's going to be something that absolutely sucks every last dollar out of you and causes stress, don't do it. So I'm going to erase this just because I want to give a quick example. It has to be said in any video I make just because I'm a big fan of real estate. And as much as people want to talk about housing crash or uncertainty because real estate has seen a historic run these last 10 years, this is basically my poor recreation of something where this side's 1980. This is US, right? And then you probably can't see it on the video, but this is 2006. This, and then the dip here is 2011. We've seen this crazy run, right? What I try to explain to people when I tell them that real estate is a fabulous long-term investment, just like stocks can be. If you just don't sell, you just stay, right? Warren Buffett had a good quote. I just saw this recently, and he gave the example. If you bought a house for $20,000, and then 2 years later it was worth $15,000, someone offered you $15,000, you wouldn't sell it. You just hold on to it. And that's what people are doing in the stock market. They're seeing a 25% decline and they're just bailing, versus stay in that house and then it's worth $80,000 15 years from now. Anyhow, that's a little side note. But whether you buy here or here or here or here or here makes less of an impact on your overall net worth than just buying when you have a comfortable payment, when you're qualified, and you have a little bit of reserves in the bank. That's when you're ready. You're not ready when houses are at all-time lows because you have no idea what the bottom's going to be, right? You're ready when you're ready. So buy and hold for the long term. Most people stay in houses for the long term, right? And this trend line goes up. It's not me being bullish on real estate and me just painting a rosy picture. It's just facts, right? Things go up. You can hardly see on this video, huh? This is 2006. This is 2011. All right, without getting too long-winded, I just wanted to paint some pros and cons, right? It's some people yes, some people no. Do we know for certainty that forbearance is going to cause foreclosure? No. Do we know with certainty that more listings, more building and all that is going to solve our supply versus demand problem? No. But what you do know with certainty is how well qualified you are. And I think that's the number one determining factor, whether you're ready or not. Because as this illustrates, real estate over a long enough time horizon goes up in value. So you're not going to make a bad investment if you hold it for a long time. If you're a flipper, it's a different story. If you're somebody who is get rich quick, real estate's not the game for get rich quick. Real estate is get rich slow, stay rich, legacy wealth, generational wealth type of stuff, right? And so when you're ready to buy, and most quality mortgage professionals are going to really help you out with this and help you get pre-approved. If you're not pre-approved, you're going to work through a plan and be in a spot where you're really comfortable with the payment, you're really comfortable with what you're bringing down and what you have in the bank afterwards, then you buy and you hold for a long time. All right. Hopefully this video is helpful. Any questions at all, please feel free to reach out. Matt, M-A-T-T, at mattthemortgageguy.com. If you made it this far in the video, there's something about it you liked, go ahead and press subscribe. Press the like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm or something like that. That's what I heard on the streets. All right. Thanks for watching.